For those of you just joining in, I want to welcome you to the Brand Strategy Workshop. In this webinar, I'm going to teach you the proven strategies that has helped hundreds of entrepreneurs like you attract their favorite clients and customers and grow the business of their dreams. We're going to discover the exact words and phrases that immediately captures the attention of your ideal clients and inspires them to take action. What we'll cover today is how to make it super easy for people to understand and get who you are and what you do, how to create impactful, authentic marketing that creates consistent results almost effortlessly, how to step into a whole new level of expert status, authenticity, and results in your business using the power of your brand. You also discover your brand archetypes, which unlocks the powerful, instantly recognizable presence within you that's a client attraction and opportunity magnet. Trust me when I tell you, you're going to have people flocking at your door ready to hire you because you've discovered the exact words and phrases that immediately captures their attention and inspires them to take action. Guys, by the end of this workshop, you'll know exactly how to articulate your why in a clear and compelling way so that you stop second guessing yourself. You'll clearly know who your ideal clients are without having to go through any avatar. And together, we'll create your own authentic signature brand that makes you instantly respected and seen and paid as an expert. I also want to let you know that there's something here for everyone. If you're new and don't know where to start, you'll get solid plans to set you on the right path. If you're ready to work smarter, not harder, to get your business unstuck, but need guidance and expertise to get you there, then you're in the right place. If you're getting results but want to take it to the next level, we've got something to help you too. By the way, this is a live workshop, so there will be a Q&A opportunity at the end. For those of you that don't know me, I am Gloria Lee, and I help women entrepreneurs struggling with brand messaging, packaging, pricing, and money mindset to grow their business with courage and confidence while living a life of balance and harmony. Guys, I totally understand the struggles that come with running your own business. Trying to find time, prioritizing, deciding what to do and when to do it, and then all the fears and doubts that come with it. When I started my business, I struggled with how to talk about my business, how to get clients, and for a long time I was second guessing myself. I didn't understand branding and was totally confused and especially overwhelmed. To be honest, to me, branding was your logo, your colors, your fonts. I had no clue that branding was so much more. A good brand comes with certain and specific characteristics that people will notice and remember. Understanding your brand personality is an essential step toward building your brand and business and will enable you to attract the customers that truly resonate with your brand. The hard truth is that branding and messaging is the lifeblood of your business. And if you want your business to survive, you have to know how to attract your ideal clients and money and do it consistently each and every month. This is why I launched the Brand Strategy Workshop to help entrepreneurs like you clearly communicate who you are and what you're all about to your audience in a clear and compelling way. I am totally committed to inspiring you to achieve the results you desire with courage and confidence so you can lead a life you desire in the entrepreneurial space. So let's talk about why you're here on this workshop today. Whether or not you're new to entrepreneur or you've been running your own online business for a while, if you're here, you already know that you need to take steps to transform your business and your income. You maybe love your business, but it's not bringing the sort of income you optimistically anticipated, or worse, maybe you're barely getting by, or your significant other is griping about how much time it takes and the poor return it seems to bring. Too many of us are running our business in survivor mode. It doesn't start out that way, but we soon find ourselves being reactive, struggling to stay on top of all the things we're told we should do. When you feel stuck in your business and you aren't making anywhere near the income you want to make, a few quick fixes aren't what you need. You need a radical paradigm shift. And the shift that we're talking about today is branding. All right, let's first talk about what is branding before we can really get into what your brand is and how you can weave that into your marketing. It's essential that you have a basic understanding of what branding really is. Now, this is a question that branding experts get asked all of the time. And if you ask 10 different branding experts, what is branding? Chances are you're going to get 10 different answers. But here is what my answer will be. Branding can at first seem very confusing because there isn't any one thing you can pinpoint to say that's branding. You see, a lot of people think of Coca Cola, IBM, or Honda. They see a logo in their mind and they think the logo is the brand. Actually, it's not. Your logo and your tagline are just one tiny aspect of your brand. Your brand is a combination of elements, including your logo, your tagline, your colors. All of those elements that you typically think of when you think of branding, it all adds up to this. Your brand is the promise of an experience. The promise of an experience, no matter what you're doing, no matter how you're working with someone, that experience is always going to be consistent and that promise is always going to be there. Your brand is an opportunity to create meaningful, thought provoking connections with your clients. Focus, intention, and energy for you in building your business. And all great brands clearly answer these three questions. Who am I? What do I stand for? And what am I an expert in or at? To give you an example, let's use Deepak Chopra's brand. He's a healer of mind, body, and spirit. He stands for there is more to life than what we see. And he's an expert at making something esoteric understandable to mainstream America. So today we're going to discover what your brand promise is and what experience it is that you're creating with your unique gifts. I want you to leave here knowing how to put meaning and intention into your brand so that everything that you do, every piece of marketing you have, all have a purpose that you decided upon ahead of time. Whenever I'm creating something in my business, for example, a logo or a picture on a landing page, I can tell you exactly why I chose it the way I did. It all has a purpose, and that's what I want you to have. The proprietary branding with archetype system is what we're going to use for this. And this ensures that your brand is a deeply emotional experience for others and highly authentic experience for you. So this is going to be a bit of an emotional journey and it's definitely going to be interesting to see how you bring out your gifts and your brand. And it will certainly be a lot of fun. It's the best way, hands down, that I found to really put meaning in everything you're doing with your branding and your marketing to ensure that your branding is consistent, it's clear, and it's really authentic for you. So let's talk about what is branding with archetypes because this is really what we're using to come up with all these discoveries today. It's the pillar of this workshop, and I want to make sure that you really understand what these archetypes are. Archetypes are images and characteristics and qualities that are imprinted in our human psyche and are immediately understood because they are universal. So we intuitively understand archetypes. They immediately create meaning and feeling. And brands are all about emotions and connections. So, for example, when we think of a nurturer, um, one of their strengths is helping others, protecting others, believing in second chances. And some of our nurturer brands is Princess Diana, airbags, Dr. Scholl's, right? Nurturer, they're nurturing your feet. And we also have the Dove soap. That's one of the nurturer brands as well. Now, when we think of ruler, some of their strengths are empowering others, being responsible, inspiring confidence in taking charges. And some examples of the ruler brand are Mercedes Benz, American Express. We also have Rolex, Louis Vuitton, and Microsoft. Those are all examples of ruler brands. Now, the next big question my clients ask me about is why is there a signature and influencer archetype? Why not just have one of them? Well, the reason is that they kind of play off of each other. They're both important in order to give your brand a dimension that it needs and deserves. Just one of them alone isn't enough to really get to the heart of who you are and what is unique and brilliant about you. Your signature archetype represents the core nature, motivation, and driving forces of you and your business. However, used alone, it doesn't create enough dimension or personality to stand out as unique in a crowded market, which is where your influence and archetype comes in. Your influence and archetype gives dimension, color, tone, and uniqueness when integrated with your signature archetype. So, for example, a consultant whose signature archetype is ruler and influence and archetype is, let's say, an artist, it's going to have a very different messaging, marketing, look and feel, as well as values and visions that they would if their signature archetypes were ruler with an influence and archetype of nurturer. Now, I want to address a question that I get asked often by my clients, and it's, are we branding our business to reflect our archetypes or the archetypes of our ideal clients? Now, here's the simplest way to answer this very important question. Your archetypes always reflect your uniqueness, and they appeal to a matching core desire that is currently important and strongly present within your ideal client. That's why you're the one taking the assessment, not your ideal client. And the cool thing is, your uniqueness is exactly what your ideal clients want. So it's matching their core desire. For example, if your signature archetype is ruler and influencing is alchemist, you will appeal to a core desire within your ideal clients to seek out structure and get control and create a significant change at a time in their lives when they feel out of control and unable to create a plan for themselves. Okay, so this is what branding is, and hopefully you understand what archetypes are as well. By now, you should have printed out your Branding with Archetypes workbook and also have a copy of your signature and influencer archetype PDFs on hand. All right, folks, let's get started. I'm going to walk you through my 10-step process that I work my clients through. Step one was taking the Branding with Archetypes assessment, which you already have.